Welcome to Man Does Tech, where I solve the problems you didn't even know you had.
You begin by preparing your environment. Install the JDK and NetBeans, then add the Android plugin so NetBeans can recognize the SDK. Once done, set Java home and update path so tools run from the terminal. Next, create a new project and choose Java as the language. This establishes package structure and default activity files. Make sure to select a sensible minimum SDK to cover your target devices. This prevents compatibility issues later and gets you ready to write app code immediately. You now implement the app's core, build layouts in XML, and bind them to Activity Java classes using Find View by ID or view binding alternatives supported by your setup. While coding, edit Android manifest. XML to declare activities and request permissions. This is why your runtime behavior depends on manifest entries. Add third-party jars or AARs to the project libs, then reference them in your build scripts so they compile. Use logcat and breakpoints for iterative testing and to catch runtime exceptions early. You finish by building and testing thoroughly. Run the app on an emulator and on a real device via USB to validate behavior under real conditions. Once stable, produce a signed release APK using your key store, sign it and bump version code and version name so updates install cleanly. Test installation and performance, then distribute the signed APK. If something fails, check logcat for stack traces first. Most issues are missing permissions or mismatched package names, so verify manifest entries and key store settings immediately.
Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.